doing great, and I'm fully prepared to get curb stomped here. Although I will say my game against Julius, even though I won 70-5, was close. I probably would have won the next turn. I had two pretty buried missions.
Nice. Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember what's even in this fucking deck. I don't remember because we drafted all this stuff forever ago.
Yes. So thank you for your patience as I was difficult to schedule around.
So I told John this just a minute ago. So we had 2 positive COVID tests in the Metro office, which means we then shut the Metro office down, sent everyone home. They're trying to get tested. Everybody got tested. So one guy's positive, right? And then everybody gets tested. And then everybody but one is negative, but then that one is positive. So now they got to do tests again because they got to figure out their exposure on that person.
And all the contract tracing.
And it's the 2 guys who are on my team are now like literally in no man's land. So my 2 direct reports are not working because they're at home without laptops and without ability to work. And I'm just trying to do the work of 3 people. So I'm trying not to pull my hair out. So it worked that we couldn't do it because I couldn't have done it last week anyway.
Fair enough.
Timing is everything, right? I mean, it's just total shit show.
So hello to anybody watching. My name is Charlie Plain. I'm MidnightLich. I'm a board member of the continuing committee. I mostly work on 1E, but I'm playing 2E today. And with me, my esteemed opponent is Chris Stonseby. Say hi, Chris.
Hello, everybody.
Chris is lower on the forums, and he is also a CC board member. So we thought we'd have fun and stream this absolutely low-stakes, not important game. We are playing in Dan Madison's Infinite Diversity Draft Tournament, OK Coyote. So we drafted cards, and now we're pairing up and playing. So I'm going to go ahead and put some missions down.
Ooh. Charlie, are we running the same stuff?
Maybe.
Camping trip. That's an interesting combo. And I think we should point out for people, you're using this gamma mission because in Infinite Diversity, the quadrants don't matter. So you can fly there like it's an Alpha Quadrant mission.
Yeah, none of the quadrants add 2 like they normally do. So it opens up some options for different missions that you normally wouldn't throw into a deck that you were constructing because it'd be an unnecessary trip to the Gamma Quadrant. But yeah, for our purposes, it doesn't matter. And so I'll tell this story. When we were drafting, I made the stupid mental mistake of not remembering what packs we were drafting. So in my head, we were doing just classic Infinite Diversity, just classic TNG. So TNG Feds, Klingons, Romulans, and I think Ferengi are in that set. So we drafted missions, and I was picking all these just epic, awesome Romulan missions that were just great for Romulans. So, and then we get the packs, and I'm like, oh, we're not doing that. We're doing For the Cause, which is Maquis and DS9 Earth and Cardassia, and there's not a Romulan to be seen in any of these packs. So I had to pivot and play with missions I might not have normally played.
We took kind of different stances there. I drafted Track Survivors as the very first mission before anybody could see it, and then I built my entire mission selection around it. So my missions are almost identical skills, the 3 that I'm using. But you can always wish and then hope how it happens out. So it's even though the skills are all there were not a lot of some of these mission skills going around. Mm-hmm. So when I was posting on the forums about making tough choices, there were some great people in this ID draft that I had to pass because I needed to draft somebody like Altman, who had engineer and physics and science. I mean, it was kind of a fun draft. If you've never played ID Draft, you're watching this, please consider it. I'm trying very hard to bribe Daniel to do it again because honestly, with COVID, it felt like Christmas a little bit, where you'd wake up in the morning and I'd have a new set of packs from Jules, who sent them in the middle of the night. and I'd get to, draft first thing in the morning, and then Charlie would get the benefit too. I'd send him the pack, so then he'd wake up and he'd have them ready for him. So it is really fun, different than drafting in person, but equally fun to play.
Yeah, I think I have in my mind a way to make a little web tool to do the drafting, so it's less emailing back and forth. Like,
okay,
you can load the packs in, and it's just like it pops up, and it's your turn, and it takes you to a web page, and you pick the card you want, and then rather than because I haven't played a ton of 2E recently, so I was having to do a lot of what the heck is this card? Because you get when you draft via email, you just get a list of card titles.
Yep.
So I'd be like trying to look up cards on the website, figure out what they are. It's kind of crazy.
Well, I had the same thing, and there were some times where, there's some V cards that have come out that I have not really thought about much, and one in particular it's Rise to the Occasion. I didn't even read what the card was. I had just picked something else and passed it. And it turned out that like the next pack had another copy of it. And then I went and read it, and I was like, holy cow, this is a good card for this environment. If you're not familiar with it, I think it's like gain skills from 1-cost people or something. It is a really cool effect.
While your personnel is facing a dilemma, discard a card from hand to make him or her gain all skills on one of your personnel present that costs 1 or less. Good Shepherd, it's from the Voyager
episode. I believe that was called Shady for Littles during the playtest file, if I recall correctly.
I think that's right, because I'm pretty sure Matt Freed made that card.
Yep. I do think Matt Freed made that card. I didn't remember that until you mentioned it, but I remembered that name, and that's something he used to call it. So yeah, I bet you're right. Well, we'll see if it comes up in this game. Charlie, I'm sure has got 1-cost people. I know I have too many 1-cost people.
Well,
and he is going
I rolled
first,
a 3 to your 2, so
you are firing us off.
I will fire us off. So I'm going to spend 3 counters, I think, to download a ship, because you can do that on your first turn. It's a special rule for infinite diversity. You can spend 3 counters your first turn and only your first turn to download a ship. So I will go ahead and download the Alara to my hand. And then that was 3. I will spend 3 more for Luther Sloan. 4, 5, 6. Leighton, sorry. He lets me download an Earth ship, so I'll go download USS Galaxy.
Why do you want 2 ships in your hand? I'm confused.
So that was 6 total, and then for 7, I will spend on Danig Kell.
You took both. These are 2 people I thought about taking at one time, and you took both of them. Thanks for that. No wonder where they went.
Well,
Leighton's so good.
I don't think anybody else was in Cardassians, because I kept seeing some great Cardassian cards go around more than once. So we'll see.
When I passed you Broca, I almost threw up. I was like, I don't like passing this card at all, because his ability is not a cost in this format, because you get the deck recycle. So it's just giving somebody 5 points, and I honestly I don't remember what I took. I had to take something. I think it was a mission skill, and I literally wanted to barf. I was so upset. I stared at that pack in that morning a long time, like, okay, how do I figure out to take Broca and hope not that maybe he come back around, wishing. Did you take the Enrique Muniz too? You must have.
Can't comment.
It means you did.
You're up, sir.
I know that Jules took the Jadzia that I wanted. Speaking of Altman, there's Altman for 1.
Nice.
Sark for 2. Reed for 3. Unexpected difficulties.
It's a good pull.
It is. I think that was one of the first cards I took. Draw for 4. That's not a ship. That's not good. Do I really want to dig for a ship? Do I want to spend 3 counters to go get a ship?
Well, it's now or never.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but I'm going to do it. I can't lose a game because I don't get a ship. So I'm going to go get this big one that no one saw.
Oh, nice.
And it's over to you.
I wish that I had kept track of what my first picks were, because I didn't, and now I don't remember anything. So
I actually think the Lakota was it was in the first 2 packs. I took that and a Cisco as 1 and 2.
nice. I'm gonna draw a card for 1. I'm going to play Parn for 2/3.
The best.
I'm going to play Sumac for 4/5, and I'm going to play Doran for 6/7. All over there at Cardassia. So,
all right,
and that'll be that turn.
I will see your Doran and raise you a Doran.
Nice.
2. I'll draw for 3. That's funny. I'll play a Sumac for 4/5. Draw for 6. And play a Van Orton for 7.
Nice. Oh boy. Let's see here. Do I draw or do I play? That's the question. I think we draw. So I'll draw for 1. I'll draw for 2. Oh boy, howdy. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play the Alara for 7. And I'll beam up Hologram who gets a staff star, or Hologram who gets a staff star, and Parn staff that sucker.
Yeah.
And both my holograms are still not aligned. So
okay.
And we'll fly 4 range over to Earth and just hang out. Not quite ready to go yet. So over to you, sir.
Making a milk run. I'm going to draw 1, Charlie.
All right.
I'm going to play a Reed. People watching this are going to think that we're doing a mirror match. I'm going to play an Alara for the exact same reason you did. Those holograms can get staff stars. So I drew 1. I played a guy. I played the Alara. We're going to go run into necessary execution at Planet. What is that? I hope that's not in this format.
I have no idea. So
if they did that, 7. I'm going with everybody. Okay. If they actually put that in this format, I'm going to have to yell at somebody. Pretty sure it's not.
Do not believe it is. I just drew 7 cards because I hit the wrong button. So,
sweet. Just put them back on top. It happens.
Send to top deck. And I'm going to shuffle because I shouldn't get to know what's coming, which is unfortunate because there was something I really wanted in those 7 cards. We'll go 7 dilemmas this time. All right. Oh, boy. You ever do this thing where you think you remember what a card does and then it doesn't actually do?
For old dinosaurs like us playing this game for half our lives, yes. That is 100% accurate.
Oh, gosh. I wish I'd paid attention to who you played.
I love telling somebody that I don't solve the mission because I didn't look at my own people.
That happened to me twice against Jules. So
I have done that multiple times in my career.
In fact, I suspect it was a large contributor to the fact that I did not win against him because I had to clear all his dilemmas, and I'm like, I have all the attributes, I have all the skills. I don't have all the skills. I just straight up forgot the one I need.
Oh no, that's that is, speaking of Matt Freed again, that's one of his golden rules. Never attempt a mission after you're supposed to have solved it. He goes, when you break that cardinal sin in either first or second edition,
you're
definitely in second edition more than 1E, but yeah, he goes, that's a big contributor to losses piling up.
Oh boy. Did not pay enough attention to who you played, Chris.
They all cost 1. That's pretty much like.
Yeah, there's like 2 Reeds and a Altman.
Just give me an in development and we'll move on.
I would love to if I
Stop
drew
all
it.
these little hobbits.
If I had drawn it, I would absolutely love to.
I just want to solve this for 40 so that I can play my at what cost. That's the only reason I want to go to this mission.
Yeah.
That's called tunnel vision, folks. I drafted this mission first, and then I picked Sark and Altman as my first picks in packs, and it's passed a bunch of good cards to Charlie. It's what I deserve.
I'm going to just play 1 and take a shot at it here.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's not in dev?
It's not in dev.
Okay. What do I get?
Private Little War.
What does that card even do?
Private Little War, by the way, is the name of the most recent One expansion, which just came out on Friday. Please check it out. It features original series Klingons, Excalbians, and a whole lot of fun. So.
He's just pimping the new set. That's the only reason you gave me that dilemma. Even if it doesn't work, you wanted to pimp the set. I love it.
What'd you say, Chris?
Did you just insert an ad break into the
Yes, I just put an ad break in the middle of it. Chris Lopin just came in and was like, "Did you just put an ad break in the middle of your game?" I'm like, yes, I did.
Absolutely did. Absolutely did.
Never stop promoting. That's the answer.
No. ABC.
Yep.
Always be closing.
We're gonna stop one of your guys.
Gets stopped, right? From 1 to 2.
Done. So
unless I have a bunch of stuff I probably don't have. What? Honor, medical, and science. Okay, and what? Integrity of a lot. 3, 4, 4. That's not going to get it done. That's 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. I have 26 integrity. Do I get credit for that? No. Engineer, security, treachery. What? I don't have any security, so that's not going to happen. So you get to stop somebody else, and then you get to go download an equipment card. Do you have an equipment card?
I do not. So.
Go get a hypo spray or whatever.
Why would I run that in my deck?
Because, I don't know. People do it.
People do. Not me. I am not one of them.
Not me. I can't get over the image.
I ran literally every dilemma that I got. So that's why it's in here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They are dumb. 10, 22. Yeah, that's good. They're stopped. That math is easy. 5 little hobbits do not get over attract survivors. All right. Good job on you. 1 dilemma stop. And you got to advertise, so that's like a 2 for 1.
Oh yeah, I bonus right there. So always be closing, as you said.
Correct.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I would like to not do anything and pass the turn.
Sounds good. Okay, let's do some horrible things, shall we? I'm going to draw a card for 1. That's interesting. That changes the calculus. That's why you always draw first.
I don't, but I know a lot of people who do.
And I drew for 1. 2, 3 for Kowov. 4, 5 for the LMH.
I passed you that one too.
And sure, I'll pay Jerax for 6, 7. He's +1 at Earth. So
Jerax was a good one. I took his buddy who had like Geral or whatever. He had like all these skills.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take this crazy boat out into the world. and go hit up investigate sighting. I have a Fed, so I can do the mission.
You weren't kidding when you said good Romulan missions, investigate sighting and abduction plot.
Well, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I lucked out that abduction
That's
plot
a
has
really big
Cardassian on it
Romulan
too.
mission. All right, how many you going?
8. I'm going with 8. I'll be honest, the Feds are only in here so I can do investigate sighting.
I love it.
And you generally play 2 colors anyway when you draft. But,
I kind of am and kind of not. I just didn't like a 4th mission, and I do have just a handful of Maquis that I would actually truly have to play at Athos 5.
yeah, well, the advantage is there's a lot of non-aligned Maquis that can just sort of fall in anywhere too. So
That was part of why I said, "Hey, let's play this faction." I don't think that was widely known, but I was like, "Let's put Maquis in there because they're not really Maquis. You're just going to give me a lot more non-aligned guys."
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Says there's one person watching. If they want to jump in the YouTube chat, I am monitoring it every so often. But I expect it's probably like my roommate or something. Maybe it's even just me. I don't know. So
it's probably Maggie. I get how many? I get
8.
8.
The Ocho.
ESPN 8 the Ocho. Okay. I think I want to.
This is where Chris's God tier dilemma drafting comes into play, and I get Gomtude and prefix codes, and he flies over and blows
you're not going to hit any of that nonsense. But I have a really, really good one. I wish people could see the dilemmas I drew. There's one I really want to use. I already put a couple of good ones on the bottom because they're playing it. But the one I really wanted to use there, I don't have the setup for. So you're going to get this.
All right.
Chula.
Drag 3 over from 2 to 3.
Chula R2D2. 1, 2, sure, 3.
I never know the right answer on this. I'm supposed to stop it.
If they cost 5 or less, you return one to hand. That's usually my answer. Like 7, I stop them all.
I'll return one in my hand. So.
Okay.
If you dreamer me, I swear I'm flipping this table. I don't know how that works.
If Dreamer's in this environment, we also have people we can yell at. I think the guy who programmed it's right next to you.
That's
no,
true.
But I do want to kill some people.
Okay, pick 2.
I like death. You played that stupid Klingon guy who has Exo, which makes me nervous. And you played the LMH. In the way I run, I'll probably pick them both right now.
You can drag them to the table. So.
All right. That's not good. That guy's got 6 cunning. Please don't pick the LMH. Please don't pick the LMH. That's is that okay? He doesn't have Exo, does he? That guy's got a lot of skills.
They're both dead. Only have strength 11. They have the cunning, but there is no exobiology at the moment. So.
I knew he gained something against bio.
There are 3 Exo in this away team, I think, and you missed them all. All right. That was fun.
Well, Kowov is dumb. He's not going to really help, is he? He's got cunning of 4.
That's true. He is pretty dumb. So
let's kill somebody else.
Go for it.
Die.
Doran. Shot in the face.
And this is why Charlie is on the Olara, because it is impossible for Chrissy Bojangles to de-staff him. Like ever.
Okay, that was costly and destructive. I will send it over to you.
That was costly. I'm going to play the only person that's in my hand for 2. Draw for 3. It's not good. Draw for 4. Really not good. Draw for 5. Hey, another gerbil. 6. Draw for 7. Let's fly home and get those clowns and come back and go with 9.
Okay, 9 minus 1 is 8. Oh boy. Yeah, I think just the one again. So.
Uh-oh.
This one.
There it is.
Pretty reliable.
That's the go pound sand dilemma in this format.
And I do it. The first couple times I played IDR, the remastered, I didn't like that you didn't get to pull the dilemmas back, but it's better.
Well, you can't
not see that over and over again. So
I've played in a couple ID drafts, and one match in particular jumps out at me where Michael Van Bremen actually drafted one. So now he had 2 bullets he could throw at you at every mission that you'd never solve. So he'd hit you with them, you'd solve the mission, he'd pull them back, and hit them both again. I was like, okay, you win. I can't get by 4 in developments in one game.
Nope.
Pretty unfair. It's over to you. That was fun.
Okay. Super fun. I'm going to draw for 1. I'm going to draw for 2. I'm going to draw for 3. I'm going to play Jerax for 4. I'm going to play Sark for 5.
You got 2 Jeraxes?
He bounced with
Coach Jelly.
Chula. So.
Oh, you chulaed him.
I'm going to draw for 6. And I'm going to draw for 7. And be sad. So sad.
What are we looking for?
I just didn't want to have to discard a card. We're going to fly back to Cardassia. And
you're staffed with Danik Kell and a hologram and somebody else. Right?
Yes, I had Kawove and Parn and Danik Kell still. So.
Yeah, Fat Parn, the fattest command star.
I did still have that, so we're all good there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is painful.
What, going home and being sad?
Just discarding at the end of my turn. I like my hand. So going home and being sad is also painful. But
can I trade you hands then? Because my hand sucks. I have 2 ships I'm for sure not going to play. Like ever. Is it my go? Did you discard?
Yeah, I did. I did. I threw away a cork bot.
Another hologram. Yeah. All right. I got to draw 1. Draw 2. This is it. When I mentioned earlier that I had to pass Broca, I had to take this stupid person because she has nav for that mission. I remember now. I'm haunted by it.
Haunted by Vacor?
Kind of. I had to take her because I only had like 2 other nav. So I drew for 1, played for 2, draw for 3. Draw for 4. All right. 5.
No. I am gonna.
6, 7. I don't like it, but I don't want to have to fly all the way to Athos to get that stupid guy. So they're gonna sit there. Ship's gonna go with 9. Or sorry, away team. So now you get 7. Just keep whacking away.
Okay. I will draw 7. Oh, okay. This is where we get into me not remembering what you played whatsoever.
The answer in general is they cost 1.
Let's try this. This is combo-y. This might work. We'll give it a shot.
It's combo-y. Oh boy.
In that anything is combo-y in this format.
You took that too? That went around a couple times. I can't be mad.
It did.
All right. I forgot there's so many holograms. I was like, no one's gonna have this. It's gonna just stop 2. No.
Hologram.
Speaking of which,
And human.
Move
So it
on.
did just stop too.
Okay.
Could be worse. And then I will give you something you'll probably pass.
Med, you're dead. Oh no. If you took all this, what did Bruce take? Our mystery third opponent.
I don't know.
Biomed science. This is pretty good. I have bioscience. Med.
Okay.
Van Orton to the rescue.
I needed to stop some more people. Oh well.
I had a pretty good shot at solving that. I had bio on a couple of people. I only had the one med. You really need to stop the sumac. For the mission, can I even do it? Speaking of not checking, engineer, geology, science, transporters, cunning of, I don't know, 6, 12, 22, those two, 27, that's gross, 32, 38, cunning.
Okay. And you don't have any heroes, right?
No, that's, again, built the deck not to.
All right. I will grant you surprise amity and stop all of your people.
That is a really good card. And it goes to the bottom of your deck.
Yep.
All right.
That gives you 40 points, which is pretty good though.
40 points and in timeout, just like that.
Well,
And it's
stop
over to
your
you.
time.
Because it's up. That card actually stops everyone, right?
All your people everywhere.
Yep.
So.
That's awesome.
Underplayed card. It's a good card. So.
I
Like
feel like our
mission
game
debriefing
generally
for-
gravitates towards win more cards, not I'm behind and I don't want to lose cards.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only reason it's not played.
All right. We're going to play the hero, Ducat, for 3.
Yes. That's why you want chips in your hand.
Draw for 4. Draw for 5. Draw for 6. And play a second Jerax for 7. Yes, I did get 2 Jeraxes.
I was going to
For the
say,
record.
that's sneaky.
All right. I will fly back over to here. Well, hold on before I do that.
Yeah. You got 8 dudes again?
Yep, we'll fly back over here. I have 8 dudes. There are 3 under. You're getting 5. So.
Okay. And we checked it, see if we could actually solve it.
Yep, we checked to see if we can solve it, and I still have a Fed. So.
Okie dokie. I get 5. What a terrible number. No. Who's dead?
Leighton and Sumac and Doran you killed. My discard pile, you can look at it. So.
Yeah, I did. I just went over. I remembered I killed holograms. Couldn't remember which holograms I killed. This is the moment in the game where I would look off into space and try to remember all your people. Ducat, who's really good, and I didn't see what he does. He's probably good.
Discard a ship to gain a skill from somebody present.
From someone present, right? You can't just make it up out of thin air. That's important. You got 2 copies of Jerax. You got Fat Parn over there. You got Danig Kell. You got Kwo floating around somewhere. And you got that Fed guy, the LMH. So, I feel good about this, but this might be a terrible idea. We'll find out. And also because I can't really give you much else. So, Clown, go away.
Noted.
Into Graviton Ellipse.
Astro Engineer.
The engineer physics, what I'm worried about. You might have Astro somewhere.
That's going to hit me. So. That's obnoxious. I didn't get a single dilemma under. Okay.
That's
Alrighty.
just a sick draw. Well, it all comes down to that one guy. Your guy, the hologram, has both those skills, doesn't he? Engineering and physics.
Yeah. Doran
Doran.
has engineering physics.
Over to me.
Yep, over to you.
Okay, let's lose 5 points. We play a lot of counters.
This is where the game goes from reasonable to off the rails. So
Draw for 1. 2, 3, 4 for Miles. Draw for 4. Draw for 5. 6, 7 for Cisco. 8, 9 for Gerald. And the Lakota for 14. So this ship's gonna go right to here, and
off
this
the
ship's
fucking rails, I'm telling you, people.
gonna go to here.
Why did they put at what cost? I'll never understand why they put at what cost in this.
I don't think it should be in the card pool either, but again, that's why I drafted Track Survivors number 1. Get to 5 points. Get to this. It should not have been in the card pool. Agree entirely.
Well, it'd be one thing if it's in the card pool. It's in the base set.
Oh yeah, you're right. It should be. You're right. You should have to draft it. That's a fair statement. I'm gonna attempt with 8. I gotta figure out which 8. But if you want to, you can go ahead.
To be fair, I put bonus points in my deck, so I could use it in theory.
Right.
You're going with 8, you said?
Yeah, it's kind of gross that it's just built into a mission. I'm doing something I'm trying to do anyway, which is solve.
Yeah. All right, so I draw 3. I shuffle. I draw 5 more. Oops. Nope. Hit the wrong button again.
Engineer, geophysics, science. I don't really hold any aspirations for solving this, but I should at least build a team that can. Engineer, physics, science. Geo. Other dude. Okay. So this will be crew 1 on the Olara. Not that it matters. Both ships are almost identical. Cost 5 and have 3 staff icons. Holy kitchen sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5.
Holy cow. All right.
Conscience of the King.
What? I don't even know what that card
Space
does.
dilemmas are -1.
Okay.
That's -1.
I feel like this is going to get nasty.
Confined to quarters.
Okay. If any of them have leadership. All right.
I don't know if you even played a leader. 1.
I think I played 1.
2. Cisco.
Yep.
3. Nope, I missed. That does absolutely effing nothing.
Okay.
That is unfortunate. Stop an honor or a law.
That's almost assuredly going to kill somebody. I don't have any of those skills in this deck, I don't think.
What? O'Brien doesn't have honor?
Does he?
He might not be there. So.
O'Brien's not in the red shirt team here, Charlie. O'Brien might be the only person with any of those skills in play. Yeah, someone dies. Who gets murdered? And that's free, right? So that's no, you didn't spend anything.
That cost me 0. Right there.
That's a win.
I killed Doran.
Bye, Doran. Now both our Dorans are dead.
Yep. Dark Page.
I'll throw an Exo. This random Maquis guy. Just got intro.
Okay. And Timescape.
Oh, you dirty dog. That's why. Oh, I don't. That's so gross. All right, I deserve that. I freely admit I deserve that. So that, and I moved that ship already too. Man, I play bad. Okay, so now I have 2 ships stuck in this place where I don't want them. I can't even go get guys. You're up.
All right, I get to go to 8 counters, which I actually think I got to do last turn and I forgot. That's besides the point.
Go to 8. How do you get to
Yeah.
go to 8?
Because I have a hologram on the Alara and you have more points than me.
Oh wow. I read cards good.
All right, we need this. Hate
Turning
this.
it up to 8.
Timescape comes back.
If you could go ahead and never play that on me again, that'd be great.
I just wish I'd gotten a second one. Or any way to shuffle my dilemma pile would have been fantastic.
I hear you. That unexpected is the only thing I got. Are you going to go away, or are you going to whack away at that space mission? That's the $1 million question.
That's the question. That's what I'm trying to decide right now, because your dilemma drawing power is too good, and you have a UD, so I can't rely on. I can't win this game. It's never gonna happen.
Full friendship disclosure. I like your chances if you went to planet. Honestly, I've flashed a lot of my planet dilemmas already. They're at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I know I at least got one more bomb in that dilemma pile if you stay at that space mission. And I'm totally not trying to bait you into it. I'm telling you honest truth.
He's baiting you.
Oh, Lillian thinks she's pointing out that I'm a Slytherin. So she said I might be baiting you.
That's fair. I knew that about you, and I don't judge you anyway.
I knew that about you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play Broca since you name dropped him earlier.
I knew someone would. I knew you would draft that guy as soon as I passed with you.
I have 3 Cardassians in play.
Oh, here we
So
go.
I'm gonna discard 6.
You're gonna pay an imaginary cost that doesn't
move
count
top
as a cost.
6 to top of discard.
Because who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a Zosa? I'm jealous.
So that was 2 for Broca.
At what cost? At what cost?
You know what? I didn't put it in. That's the hard part. I
What?
cut it, and then I realized I cut it after I started, and I was like, damn it. So
Just go /spawn. It'll just be in your hand.
So that was 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play Bohica for 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna discard any number of cards from hand and then draw an equal number of cards.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna discard 1,
What?
2, 3, 4, and draw 4.
And now you reset your draw deck.
And then I get to reset my draw deck.
That is all kinds of sneaky, boys and girls. That is a really good card. Speaking of cards people don't use, why does no one use that card?
I don't know. He'd be in every Cardassian deck I ever made. Like, he's really
Was?
good. He's a little overpriced. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty powerful ability. He might be a little early Decipher costed, but he's not unreasonable for 3.
It's funny you say that because I was just going to say I bet at 2 he would be in everyone's decks.
Yeah, 2 he'd be way too good. So three's your only other option there. But all right, I'm gonna listen to Chris against my better judgment and go ahead and over here with 10 with 8 on camping trip. So.
They're going on a camping trip on their crippled ship. All right, so I get 8. So I get to see what's in my dilemma pile. I get a couple shots at drawing my bullet that I want to throw at you. 1, 2, 3. That is not. I did exactly what Charlie did. I drew 3 cards instead of dilemma draw.
Yay, lackey.
Lackey is tricky. Yay, lackey. I did not draw what I wanted to draw. And of course, now I drew a bunch of space dilemmas. Hooray for space dilemmas. You are getting what I can give you. Dark Page.
Okay, Anthro or Exo.
What's up?
Go ahead and stop Kawov. He's stupid.
He is really stupid. Okay. Triage.
Bio or medical? This seems like a trap.
It's not for sure. And I
Go
cannot
ahead
have a life and click
and
tap.
stop Jerax.
Okay. A Klingon Matter.
2 int and 2 treachery, 2 leadership, and cunning 30.
I feel like that's not going to be hard for you at all because you're playing Cardassians.
Okay. There's a leadership. There's a leadership. And I have cunning 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 35.
Nice. Can they solve it?
I think so. Acquisition is on Gold Cot.
What?
Sneaky. I know, right?
That's not real. What?
Acquisition. Bio and Geo is on Jerax, and Science is on Sark, and I already counted out the cunning at 35.
You did. You are on the board, and are you still behind me, or are we tied now? Are you getting your bonus counter?
Oh, no, we are tied now, so I am not behind you anymore. I screwed up. Shouldn't have done Burka. So we'll beam them all. No, there's people on the planet. We'll leave them all on the planet.
Yeah, you're ahead of me, so I get an extra counter.
Woo! No, oh yeah, you're right. Because you spent.
I went Blasto. What costed?
Well, that's annoying, but it'll be over to you. So.
This stays on my mission.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that at all. This one goes away, doesn't it?
It will at the start of my turn. It will go away. So.
Okay. I'm gonna draw one. This was my number 1 pick in the second come around of packs. Timison for 2, 3.
Nice.
Draw for 4. Draw for 5. 6, 7 for automated server.
Cork bot.
And then I get 8, right? I get one more. Before I forget.
Yep.
Draw for 8. Doesn't change much. Okay. I'm going to play a Quantum Slipstream Drive so that I can go get them and come back.
Sounds good.
So now I'm going to attempt with the aside, the team that didn't get to go last time. I'm going to let them play now. So it's a team of 8, and they are going on the Lakota.
Okay.
So he's getting 5. Tell me you did not draw another timescape. That would make me so sad.
Oh, I wish. If only. Hail Mary time. That's all I got.
What do we got?
Intimidation.
Ooh,
Give me all them humans.
This
All of
is a
them.
really good team for that dilemma. You got 2 of that dilemma? Jeez.
Sure did.
All right. Team is like Team Hologram and Team Human. There's not a lot of other stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking my luck. I'm gonna pick 2, and you'll still solve with 6, but we'll see.
I don't think I
Human.
can solve with 6 anyway.
Hologram. Well, I picked 2. 2 scrubs even, so all your goodies get through.
Goodies? Have you seen my people? I don't know that I have goodies.
You have Cisco and O'Brien, man. Timison and all sorts of crazy people.
Timison's in the other team. You stopped my geology, I think. Let's see. Engineer, physics, science. Okay, I have all the skills. I forgot this stupid guy has 2 of them. Finding a 6, 12, 18. 28. That's not good. 28 and 5 is 33, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do. Fail.
You have equipment I didn't see.
Fail. Cisco and O'Brien fail hard on the Lakota. Okie dokie. How about Timison's team is going to go with 8? So you get 4.
All right. Oh, man. I can play 1. So do I play that one or this one?
You could play neither. That is also an option.
The odds that you have 1 of every skill are very low. Then again, it is sealed deck. So I guess we'll just play this one and hope I get incredibly lucky.
1 of every skill? What are you talking about?
You have more. You have the odds that you only have like 1 engineer. That I could kill your only engineer and stop you. That's my only play. So
okay.
This is the only thing. It was this or Chula pick 1 to save 2, which is worse because it gives you choice.
Yeah, you don't want it to be my option for sure.
Reed. Yeah, he's worthless unless he's your only physics. But I doubt that. You're too good. It is Scrubsville, so it's possible.
Superstar.
You got
Timison's got everything but the Geo, right? This guy's got Geo.
All right, good job. So
well, I am going to count the cunning because it is a lot of 5s in here. But 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, if they were all
27.
Yeah, 27. You'd still have it.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Good game, Charlie.
Well,
you
27
got one
plus Timison is 34.
I'm sorry, what?
If you were at 27 and you added Timison, you'd be at 34.
Well,
if there are
5, 10, 15, 20, 26. Yeah, 30. What is that? 30.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. You had just said 27 plus Timison, and that was what threw me off. But I might have misheard you.
My bad.
No.
I'm confusing. You got one on me. I didn't get anybody with my no kill eye. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why that was in the packs. That seems pretty good.
I mean, it's good as you're like, if you only, it's good in the situation where it's like, I attempt with 6, there's 2 under, and you draw that, that's when it's good. But
yep, it is. I wanted
really, you don't want to put 4 under to stop you. That's too much. So.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. To me, it's like it's the attempt you give them in dev, and then you give them that one back to back and go, okay.
Yeah.
I held them for 2 turns. I did not have an interrupt in my hand for simulated prey when you're at space.
You know what? I'm super proud. I got this. Comfort Women, baller. in any format with Cardassians. Really good in this one.
Yep.
I got, especially with Danny Kell. He's one cost Leggett, and I got 2 of them. Plus Ducat, plus Parn. It's like that can be money. I got this
they're
one.
terrific. I never saw the Ducat.
I think Ducat had to have been one of my first picks.
I never saw him. I got one of those too. That's a really good.
So
card.
good. I also got a Damar, but I never got a Cardassian ship. Never saw one. It was in none of the packs that I started with, and never got passed to me. So I'm pretty sure none spawned, or Bruce took them all.
I think, yeah. I mean, Bruce is in this tournament, and neither Charlie nor I have played him. And yeah, that's the big question mark: is what is he drafting? The one thing that we both, Charlie and I, noted in this draft was no one was taking Bajorans at all. They were just floating around, and they just didn't work with my mission set at all. So I was going to keep passing them to everybody.
I never saw like Bajoran hero cards either. I never saw anything strong enough to make me want to go into it because I didn't pick up Earth until I think the second round of packs.
Okay.
If I'd seen
Lee Nallis was the only Bajoran that I saw that
Jules had Lee Nallis.
Okay.
He played him against me. Have you played Jules yet? You have, right?
I did. Yeah, we played. Yeah,
Jules had Lee Nallis, which was, even Lee Nallis isn't strong. I mean, he's a dip hole. He doesn't have anything. I guess he has Geo, which I need for camping trip, but
he's pretty weak. I mean, again, he's not going to make you want to run that at headquarters at all.
No, and Jules didn't run Bajor. He played him at +1, which is a fine way to do it, especially with the card draw.
Well, he and I both drafted that Maquis mission that like you park your Maquis ship there and you get free draws.
Yep, he used it quite well, and if I'd had the Zosa out, I would have gone and used it too, but it didn't show up in my game.
So there were only 2 Maquis ships then, or potentially, because I never saw a Maquis ship. Period.
The only one I saw was the Zosa. So.
Yeah, you both must have took them early.
I took it because it was
the 5 cost.
Once I got Ducat, I basically took every playable ship I saw.
Okay.
Because not only does it give you a good ship, I took every ship I could. I got Leighton late, so he was nice. And because if you get Ducat early, and that's a nasty dilemma buster.
It is for sure.
Because I could have used him to get past your Klingon challenge or whatever it was. I used him to get past Houdini Mines, which is an underrated dilemma in this format. Very good.
It is. Yeah. Jules hit me with it twice, I think.
Nice. He was mad at me because I played it on him and hit and killed Jadzia with it. So he was not happy.
He deserved it. I think Jadzia and Miles were in the exact same pack because I was another one that I felt really gross, like passing a really good person to around, and I knew, and as soon as I passed it, I was like, I've never seen that card again. But unfortunately, Miles had the mission skills, and Dax costing 4 without mission skills is like it's not a fun choice. But again, the fun of drafting is figuring out who's going to stay and who's going to go, and then drafting high versus low. I mean, I took Stark first once. I took Vacor first once. One cost people mission skills.
Yeah, I definitely picked dilemmas a few times. Really,
I remember being surprised that the dilemmas were not going as quickly. Graviton Ellipse, I know I floated. I wanted it and I let it go, and it came back around, and then I immediately took it the second time I saw it.
I don't know why I didn't. That must have gone past before I grabbed Conscience, because once that came up, I took every space planet I could find.
Okay.
But I must have gone sooner than I had made that call. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the tournament. Obviously, the drafting was super fun. I do really want to try to play in another one if we can talk somebody into it. You and I are not in the Masters. Speaking of advertising things, the Masters that started today for first edition and for second edition online. So maybe we can talk Daniel into putting an ID draft together for us to, kick around while everybody else is playing in Masters.
Cool. Well, thank you all for watching, whether you watched live or watched the recording later. I hope this was a mildly entertaining game, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.